I feel old because I went to a podiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Do you know about what happened to Brad's feet?
I know the cloven situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like an old person's doctor, a
Do you
podiatrist.
does he know?
I don't know.
The front of your toes were hurting because your socks were too tight.
Well,
I do know. Yeah.
I thought we were going to build to the idea that I'm injured by
sorry.
socks,
Yeah.
for the audience.
Yeah.
But no, we
I'm so sorry. Well,
I'll just open the episode.
He pressed me. He pressed me.
Well, I was asking Brad.
He pressed you like my socks pressed my toe.
Well, explain to the audience what happened.
Constricted.
Why?
This is fair because I
lead
do
is
feel
unburied.
absolutely constricted.
Yes.
No, come on. Tell them what happened.
So I wear 2 pairs of socks most of the winter in order to keep my feet warm, because I keep my house cold, because I'm a skinflint.
Are you? What is okay? I didn't know about the double sock stitch.
I call
or the house cold?
I call them over socks.
House cold. I just assumed. I assumed.
You know the Fortress of Solitude,
right? Because I assume when Brad
in so many ways
signed the lease.
Yeah.
He was like, by the way, I'm going to keep this thing Scrooge cold. Okay?
His cat is like, will you put another thing on the fire?
What?
Yeah.
What am I, made of money?
Yeah.
You know? But I did not know about double socks.
Double socks.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I think
Is this holdover from like maybe when you were charting the Yukon? Is that something?
You know, it's funny. He doesn't want to pay for the extra gas or oil to heat his house, but he has to buy larger shoes every winter to
and
accommodate.
twice as much sock.
Well,
right?
so the over socks are like camping socks, where they're like thicker and.
But why not just buy the
woollier.
warmer sock, a single for winter?
I don't know, but I
gave you socks from Sockwell because they gave us socks.
Yep.
Dude,
I didn't know you needed double socks.
the Sockwell socks are great.
He's a lunatic. Do you know that basically every day he checks the temperature and that's how he decides what to wear? And he has like rules. He has rules about it.
I have a system.
Okay, I mean, I check the temperature when I get
Chuck
when
doesn't.
I'm getting
Here's
dressed
how
and stuff.
Chuck checks the temperature, and I'm sorry for our audio listeners because you don't get the visual of Chuck stepping one step out the back door. Then he raises both arms. He spins and kind of shimmies a little bit, and he's like, "I think I need a jacket," and that's it.
I do that. Dude, that's no exaggeration. How do you feel?
It's like if a grandfather got custody of a child, and that is who I have to podcast with, right? Like that's what this is.
All right, here's my foolproof system.
Yeah, tell him.
All right, so below 30 degrees outside Fahrenheit, that's my winter jacket. That's my heaviest winter jacket. 30 to 50, I have a lighter winter jacket still lined. I have one black one navy blue one. That's great. 50 to 70, that's a hoodie.
The blue one's for like wild card situations,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
50 to 70, hoodie. 70 to 80, no hoodie, t-shirt. 80 plus, shorts and a t-shirt.
All right.
And so
Do you ever check the feels like?
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Also, like, if I'm
he
going out,
averages the feels like in the average.
if
in
I'm
the regular.
if I'm going out for a walk, you add 10 degrees because you're going to heat up on that walk. So if it's 61 outside and I'm like going to my car, hoodie. But if I'm walking the 2 miles between my house and Chuck's, no hoodie.
All right. So I live somewhere in the middle, I guess, of this, where I look at the temperature, but then I just decide, what I'm going to wear roughly. Like, I'm not checking the temperature to be like, well, now these are out of the question. Right? I'm checking it like, what is it going to be? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm like in this range, and then I'll pick clothes for that.
You don't go outside and like.
I also don't go outside and like bathe in the air to see
Very, very briefly, I might add.
yeah. Fully nude, right? Fully
He
nude.
thinks I should do it longer.
Yes.
What do you mean?
To get a sense of what the actual temperature is,
That's your problem with this?
honestly, it's all a problem. He takes one step out onto his deck, regardless of the time of day, and he's like, "This is what the weather's going to be like until I wake up tomorrow."
Yeah.
Hold on. You're gonna admit a truth. We've gone and hung out, And then he's been like, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, I'm way too warm. I dress too warm. That has happened.
That has happened, but how many times have you said, I'm so cold. I got it.
To be fair, you often wear shorts, Chuck, right?
Yeah.
You're a shorts guy. You
have these calves that everyone has to
shorts
see.
too, winter shorts as well. And then usually it's like a t-shirt, and then a variable is what you put on over the shirt.
Yeah.
Right. Today you have a track jacket on.
Very, very light track jacket.
Yeah, and then it'll be like a short sleeve, like button up shirt, something like that, or a hoodie or something. So it is adaptable. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's pretty easily adaptable.
That's what I think. That's how
Yeah.
I feel. But yeah, so Brad is
And you have
often...
those zip off pants. That
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah.
You love those zip
Spants.
offs. Man, I like those.
Spant is what it's called.
Spants became a thing. I think when I was in high school, or maybe they existed before, but I remember it getting popular for a beat in my high school.
I bought a couple of them.
Yeah, and like I remember my best friend in high school, like he had them, like a bunch of them, and I remember one day him being like, "It's great, right? These are awesome."
I liked them.
I'm wearing pants, but like I can just be wearing shorts at any moment.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it was. You know what's an interesting... I know this has changed the topic a little bit. You know what's interesting? Jeans are out.
Jeans are not out.
You know what? Jeans are out for like 30 plus people. Kids, like I'd say college and younger.
Yeah.
The gigantic jeans
The baggy
from like
jean.
Friends
Dude.
in the mid 90s are in.
Guess what? Baggy's back.
Baggy's back.
Baggy's back. And can I say I'm upset?
Skinny, not, I don't want to say skinny, but tight legged.
Yeah.
Out.
Tight leg out. I like tight leg.
Me too.
Also, I've developed it over time. Also, I had to be in my 20s and early 30s during a period where slim cut everything. Everything was slim, 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 except for me wearing it. And so now they're all baggy Billie Eilishes just running around wearing sweatshirts that fit me.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, why did this not happen before when I could have like dressed and felt comfortable?
Yes.
And now it's just like, nah, now that you're old enough where it would be sad for you to dress this way, we're
Yep.
not going to do it anymore. You
Yes.
I'm wearing jeans forever.
You wanted to be buried in them.
I will likely be buried in them
I
by
have-
Chuck.
I'm just saying this because I have to. I have really excellent toned, big, muscular calves. And so sometimes the skinny
sure,
jeans
sure.
are hard to pull up over my calves. I'm not even joking.
Also, they're women's skinny jeans, if we
Betty-
remember
yeah.
from 100 episodes
Yeah.
ago.
What grade did they get?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. And
We're just stacking weird shit you guys do on top of each other. It's getting hard to remember which things are which. Just, it's a sea of idiosyncrasies.
whatever your grade is, if it's too tight on my calves, I put it down a grade level.
It's got to get
Yeah.
knocked down. It's got to get knocked down.
You have a system and you stick to it. I can respect
those
that.
become jorts.
Yes.
All of the tight calved ones, cut-offs.
Cut them.
Yep.
Do you know
Daisy
that
Dukes.
Brad came to me a few years ago,
Oh, boy.
Okay.
and he said,
You know, honestly, this might be true. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh,
It might be
this
true. It
is
might be
tr-
a Chuck truth.
"This is true," and he said, "I think I'm going to replace all of my shirts with plain black shirts, and that's what I'm going to wear forever."
He's jobs in it.
Yep.
You wanted to jobs it.
Yep.
I said, "That's weird. Please don't do it." What is your call?
I'm also. This is really difficult. I'm again big and tall boy. I'm a 6'7" large figured man. I am. I believe they've coined a new phrase. I'm not Rubenesque. I'm Rubenesque, where it's like I just rub against a whole bunch of stuff because I'm so fat. Anyway,
And bars on roller coasters.
yeah, that is the whole thing. That is the whole thing. But no, I when I find a shirt that works, like a T-shirt that works for me, that most importantly doesn't shrink shorter.
Yep.
When I wash and dry it,
Yeah.
like so many T-shirts, I'm like, this is perfect. It's great. I wash it one time, and now it doesn't.
It's a tube top.
It doesn't even touch my jeans. You know what I mean, or you know, my waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets really not even tight, short. It's too short. It drives me crazy. So when I find something, like often I'm wearing this black T-shirt, but that's because I have 10 of them.
Yeah.
This is from Target, and it was the one where I was like, hey, I washed that a bunch of times, and it never got short, and now I have 10 of them because and they don't even sell them anymore. So I get that idea.
Yep.
However,
He's not using it for that
it
reason,
wouldn't
though.
yeah, I know. It wouldn't but it's hard for me to see the separation. I get what you're going for.
Yeah.
It does feel kind of nice to have
Consistency like
maybe let's bridge a gap here. There's a phrase called a capsule wardrobe that you could try out, Brad, which is you make sure you purchase pants and tops and bottoms that work together across the board.
Yeah, like classic blue jeans.
Sure, but no matter what you pair it with, it will work, and then you don't have to think about it.
That's pretty much what I've done. It's just the capsule is growing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So yeah, I thought that would make him seem stranger to people who may think he's already strange.
That's correct. Hello.
I mean, unless you make an app.
Yeah, and then
You can
then
do
I'm on
it.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a tech genius or something, or just say you're a tech genius, because that's all it takes now.
Yeah, it's true.
You'd be all set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people thought he was weird though.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
are correct.
people are willing to overlook a lot of weird if you've got a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Oh.
He can't even heat his house in the winter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I can. I just don't.
All right. Open the show for
Hello and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
I'm Ray, thinking a lot of things about decisions that have been made. Harrington.
And I'm Chuck, single stock staking. Wait.
Oh God!
I was trying to say single.
Da, 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 da,
I
da.
said single stock, and then I
Single
said
stock skaking or whatever.
Skanking.
single stock stating. That's a hard one.
It is. It is.
Single sock stating.
Yeah.
All right.
You would never be able to say it.
I think you're. I just did. I think you're Chuck Skankin Staten.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, there's
You know what I
multiple
mean?
skanking.
Yeah, that is true.
And just to finish the sock thing,
Oh, I thought we did.
well, he didn't explain what went wrong.
Oh, right.
He just said, I wear double socks. I keep my house frigid.
I'm so
Yes.
sorry. So the tip was too tight.
Yeah, the tips of the socks were too tight, and so I go to the podiatrist. I'm like, hey, I think it
Well,
might.
tell him what you got pains. You
I
didn't
got
tell me
pains.
it.
I have pain in my right big toe. It's like if I flex my ankle away from me, I can like draw where the nerve is. And I'm
Right.
like, could this be a turf toe type injury, even though I haven't done
J.K.
anything to
Rowling.
get it? Yes. And so I go to a podiatrist and he's poking and prodding. He's like, all right, first of all, he's like, there's no significant, what do you say? And I'm like, I wish I could get him to say that there's nothing significantly wrong with my feet, because boy, oh boy, did the two of you make me self-conscious about my feet in the Chucky episodes that we filmed at Best Video last year.
Yeah.
Oh, the
it was just
jaggedness?
it was a fun little.
Yeah, I know.
It was a fun little thing.
It's like he has multiple blades.
I don't know if they're jagged because they were in the sock.
Yep.
Apparently, like multiples, but under the double layer.
Yep.
I will say, when I saw, I was like, "Wow, there's more knuckle than I thought."
and toenail.
Oh, sure.
Like, like Wolverine's claws? Mm-hmm. If you took out his hands.
And put socks on.
Two
pairs.
Two pairs.
Two pairs.
So he
I've had an
pokes and
issue with my
prods.
toenails.
And I had looked up online, and it was like, it might be like your footwear is too constrictive. I'm like, no, my shoes are fine. Like, but I was wearing
swimming in these things.
extra tight socks all winter. And so I'm like, it might be like, please tell me it's not because my socks are too tight. Because like, I recognize how ridiculous. He's like, yeah, when you wear two pairs of socks and you put shoes on, I'm like, you're not hearing me. It's not because the shoes are too tight when I'm wearing two pairs of socks. It's that the second pair of socks is too tight. He's like, well, I can't say I've heard of that before. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, it's like Chinese foot binding.
I was waiting to do a foot binding
Yeah.
thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballerina?
No, ballerinas just have
The wood?
fucked up feet because of the shoes.
The shoes, yeah.
And the wood at the top.
Yeah, and because they have to get in that toe tip situation. They're a ballerina's feet are horrifying.
Yes.
Like, you could put a side by side with with Brad's foot, and you do have a ballerina's foot.
Thank you.
Yeah, a beautiful arch.
Yes.
Beautiful arch.
Yes.
And you can climb up mountains. It's perfect. I'm so done with these jokes.
So your feet were binded.
And
Bound.
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, I could do this really invasive test to figure out where the nerve pain is, but
Please say you did it.
well, I was like, yeah, just do it. He's like, I really don't like to do it unless I know that we're going for a surgical option. And I'm like,
Do you know what the test is? I think I do.
It's
He
like
sucks the toe.
it's like poking needles in at different places up your
Oh,
leg
yeah,
to
yeah.
figure out kind of where the nerve pain starts and ends.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm
then
like,
they electrocute the needles.
yeah, I'm like, this could be from like my back pain, but it's only my right leg and this and that. And I'm going, I just wanted the punchline to be that I got injured from tight socks and we're 15 minutes in.
It's okay.
And,
it's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Well, we have other stuff to. We have
okay.
other super
we're-
important topics to talk
It's
about.
okay.
So-
Everything's okay.
So his final thing was
His final thing was take some pills and I'll see you in 3 months. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, while I'm here, check out my left heel. And he's like, oh, it's gross. And he's like, your calves are too tight. I'm like, oh, I have a friend whose calves are too muscular. And he said, is it Chuck Staten? And I said, yeah.
He's like, I got that mailer.
Yeah. Best calves in my practice. That's a callback to like 5 years
Yeah.
ago
The
when Ray
dentist-
was on the Chuck
Somebody's
and Brad
just
podcast.
looking at this pamphlet they got in the mail. And
Yeah.
like, is he running for mayor or something? No. I don't. Is this a business? I don't understand what this is for. Right?
it's to raise awareness. I'm there.
Yeah.
I did have some because he has the jagged feet issue. Sometimes I get it because one time I woke up in my bed. Brad knows about this.
Yes, I do.
And my sheets were all shredded.
Oh yes, I've heard this as well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was because I drink so much milk that my toenails are strong.
That's not how it works.
Oh my god.
Well, it's like it fortifies your bones.
It's like being in the waiting room of a doctor's office and like other patients are talking to you and you're like, I don't think I should go to this doctor anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, milk makes your bones strong, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So your toenails don't get strong? That doesn't make any sense.
Are your toenails made of bone?
They're made of cartilage.
But is cartilage bone?
I think so.
Okay.
So I understand the jagged
Yeah.
jagged foot man.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, feet are crazy,
Yeah.
and we're on them all the time.
You never-
you
you don't-
got to take care of your feet.
You don't have a crazy foot story?
Sure, I do, but it's not pleasant. You know what I mean?
Well, mine's not pleasant. I ripped up my sheets.
When I was in high school, I had an ingrown toenail.
Painful.
Did they cut it?
And it sucks and it didn't feel good. And so the doctor was like, we got to do it. And they did it on my right, let's say the right one first. And it was fine. But, you know, they stick the needles in, numb it up, and then they cut it off.
Yep.
Not the whole nail, but they cut the edges out.
The side.
And put the acid and all that stuff.
Did it hurt?
I was all numbed up.
So not really?
No, and then you just wait for it to heal. Here's the problem. Then he did the left one, and it's the big toe, right? It just it happens a lot with big toe stuff for some reason. On the left one, he was doing the needles, hit the nerve with the needle. I almost fell out of the chair.
Yeah.
Like just a quick jump, and then he did the Novocaine, and we waited, and then he tested it. And he goes to start, and I'm like, I still feel this, right? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I think, after the fact, I think when he hit the nerve, it fucked up like how the numbing was working.
Yeah.
So he then does another full needle. Like at this point, he's injecting it, and like a little is squirting out when he pulls the needle out. It's full of this numbing stuff, and the needle hurts more than anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I've had to have two with that nerve jab, and he waits a beat, and then he tests again. I feel it, but he's got a third one ready to go, and he's like, "Do you feel it?" And I went, "Nope." Yeah, and so oh my god, Chuck is gonna piss his pants.
I'm not kidding. I'll faint. I'll faint. Keep telling me.
I'm gonna come. Hurry up. So I said no because that hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And I was a high school boy, so I was like the bravado was there of like,
course.
I'm fine. I don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
And so he did it, and I felt the whole thing, and it was just white knuckling the edges of the chair, and him being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
I don't feel anything. That's why I'm going to become a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I'm numb on the inside.
Yeah.
How bad did that hurt?
Oh, it hurt a lot. It hurt like, I guess if I had to compare it to anything, like if somebody was like cutting the sides of your toenail off and then pulling it out at the root. That's what it felt
Oh,
like.
okay, yeah.
And then,
I can imagine that.
And then taking a long cotton swab and dipping it in acid and then shoving that in the hole and twisting it around like you're trying to like, I don't know,
Smear acid on every side of a hole.
yeah, like do friction and start a fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was so painful, but that first jab with the nerve, it hurt so much that I was just like, I don't want another
Yeah.
needle right now. Like this hurts so much, and it's not changing. And I think like my toe looked like a cartoon, like full of liquid, because it was full of two full things. Like on the first toe, he did like half of the syringe for the whole thing, and it was done. Now on the other one, I have 4 times as much in it, and nothing's happening. Yeah, it hurt so bad. But yeah,
That's a saw.
That's my story. What's that?
That's a saw trap.
Oh, sure.
Cutting your toenail, putting it out, shoving acid in.
Famously, pulling nails out is a torture. That is a torture thing of Vietnam, pulling the fingernails out.
Dr. Jigsaw.
By the way, to be clear, I am not in any way saying that was the same thing.
Yeah. Basically.
Like my mom was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a POW situation. Although this guy did have a interesting hat.
And you did give up a lot of military secrets in the moment.
Well, yeah, I was just chatting. I was just chatting.
Yeah, we have an airstrike planned.
Yeah.
Can I give you a little story that goes with this?
Sure.
My mom
Told me.
my mom was going to get a root canal.
Yep.
And this might
No, that's the other side of the body. Chuck.
I know. This might be what happened to you.
Yeah.
They numbed her up and she was really nervous cuz historically like root canals are described as being really painful.
Sure.
Honestly, I think maybe now they're not as painful.
Yeah.
So she was really nervous and they gave her the painkiller and they went in and they're like, "Can you feel this?" And she's like, "Yeah." And they gave her more and they're like, "Can you feel this?" And she's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We shouldn't do this today." And she's like, "Okay." And she goes, "If your anxiety is too high, it counteracts the numbing."
That's insane.
So maybe when you got hit with the nerve and you're like, "Oh, this
yeah.
hurts so much, I'm nervous."
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it didn't work.
Maybe.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, it is wild. But yeah, that sucked real bad.
They gave her Xanax for the next time.
Damn, I want that.
I know, to calm her anxiety.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's
wild.
That's a crazy story.
Well, listen. Well, let's pivot, right?
Yes, please.
Because we've got that was some medical gross.
Yep.
On all of our accounts,
Yep.
I think we all dipped a weird toe into the gross, right?
Yeah.
Let's pivot like a ballerina.
Those ugly feet.
I have one last question for Brad.
Yes.
Are you gonna change your sock situation?
In the sense that my oversocks will fit better, yes.
Oh no! Just get a thick sock and be done. Just one thick sock for each foot.
What temperature do you keep your house at?
65.
In the winter?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's chilly, but it's not that bad.
I'll say before I had the cat, it would go down to 62 at night. But
That's normal.
I like Rosie to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
That's
probably a 69-degree guy in the winter.
Nice.
And a 68-degree guy in the summer.
Almost nice.
I'm 70 in the summer, but I think this summer it's going to be 72 because I don't have a job, and so Central Air is expensive.
Does
And
it
so-
really affect the cost that much?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, very much.
Oh yeah,
so.
AC is
I have
And man, capitalism is the enemy of every story. But since Rhode Island sold their utilities to a private company, and this private company is just jacking up rates,
Not off.
Yeah, not the good kind of jacking up rates. It like utility bills suck.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
So a couple years ago, I was pitched like solar panels, and it's interesting because you can either buy them, which are really expensive, like probably like $20,000 to $30,000, or you can rent them.
Yeah.
And they came over and they're like, National Grid, which is the provider that before, and it's similar to Rhode Island Energy. They were like, they go up an average of 7% every 6 months. He goes, we max out at 2% a year. And I gave the contract to someone who worked in solar. That was my friend. And I'm like, is this good? He's like, I think this is a really good contract. So I did it. All through the summer, my electric bill is $0 from like May to September.
That's great.
Yeah, so it works out good because I guess when you make more than you use, it sells it to the company that has the electricity. Right. So I think that's why it lasts a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
temperatures.
They're up and down.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's the temperature?
It's that, and it's so insane to me.
Yours is just as
You
insane.
have double socks on and you're like, this is crazy.
And you're like, my foot.
Yes.
This is a wild sit.
A lot of times, the person that would be between the two things that we do is the normal person, right?
Hi, Ray Harrington. Nice to meet you.
I admit the oversocks are weird.
Yes.
But my feet are never cold in the winter.
I would say
No, they're just crippled and in pain.
No, only 1/10.
But Ray, I saved $10 a month on heating bills.
Right.
I will say, I think double socks make sense when you're like walking in the snow.
Oh, sure. Like, are you going ice fishing?
Yeah.
Double sock. Right? That's fine.
You know I love a good ice fish.
You like it, but except for the fishing.
Yes.
Verb or noun?
You like to sit in a small shack on a lake, and that's the end of the story. Oh, it's getting cold. I better quadruple sock.
You don't want to turn up the heat?
No. That's why I'm in the shack. Okay, so what I wanted to bring up today is a couple of things, but the first thing I wanted to bring up was I have a son, I have a child.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And I'm just finding out about this information. No, Finn is 11 years old, right?
Yes.
And my wife and I have really worked hard on trying to make this kid be like, I don't know, like not just media literate, but like literate of so much of what kids get sucked into.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
To have like an awareness of the negatives, you mean?
Yeah, and also keep him away from shit. Like he has a phone, but that phone is so utilitarian. It's literally like we have told him, like, you can call us, and then here are the numbers for like your grandparents, and like here's your friend, and you can talk to them, and like stuff like that, right?
You don't want him to become a TikTok-a-lo.
No, and he has no social media apps or anything like that.
Good.
He has Facebook Messenger,
Okay.
but it's Messenger Kids, and we have to approve the people that he talks to, right?
That's good.
It's
Yeah.
just trying to keep him.
We're waiting on that approval to come through.
It's
so
not
that
going
we
to come
can-
through. It's not going to come through. He said no.
Yes. Finn,
Brad has some winter tips, he said.
Finn, how many pairs of socks do you wear at
Yeah,
one
he has
time?
winter knurled tips.
I was gonna say.
Gnarled and knurled. They're curled over. You know what I mean? He has ingrown toenails that grow in from the bottom of the foot.
He walks in the winter.
It gets me better grip on the ice.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. He's oh my god. He's like a puma.
Is he climbing a glacier?
You damn right I am. Yeah. So we try and keep him away from those types of things,
Yes.
right? Like he does Minecraft. He does those kinds of things. One of the things he has recently fallen into that we've begrudgingly, and I would say mostly my wife, when I've been gone working, she let this happen. Fortnite.
Ooh.
Okay.
The deal is no like open games, no public games
Right.
with people. He does not have chat. He's
Right.
not doing that stuff. We've muted all that shit because guess what? I don't want my child, my 11-year-old, like going on there and being like, wow, I was called the N-word 90 times today.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to do things to my mom. You
Yeah.
know, like stuff like that.
Fortnite seems like I've never been able to get into it.
Yeah.
It seems fun.
It is, to me, there's a baffling level of it, right?
Yes.
Because he, quote unquote, plays Fortnite.
Yep.
He's not in there being a like third person shooter, gonna
Oh,
kill
really?
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win, right?
Okay, I don't think I know enough about
It's
it.
a third person shooter.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's essentially, it's from that realm of games. I'm trying to remember the name of it, where it's just that it's a giant death match of everybody, and
Yeah.
you got to be the last one. There's a name
Yeah, I
of
know
that
what it
type of game,
Okay, yeah.
but that's it, right? And it's a free to play game,
Right.
But it's the absolute textbook thing where, hey kids, play the game. It's free.
Yep.
By the way, every ounce of things that like you would even remotely want, they're going to cost V-Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
And
Deadpool
it's-
costume, this kind of gun.
Yeah, and it's like borderline predatory, and I hate it so much. And there is a level of this that really frustrates me where I'm like, you're not even really playing. And I've tried to talk to him about this idea of paying for things in video games.
Yeah.
Because that's part of that media literacy thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, especially with games that are free to play. And I've explained, like, that's made by a company with employees. They have to make money.
Yep.
They will figure out a way to get money from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've talked about that. And I've explained to him, in terms of paying money for a video game, I'll pay for the game. But in-game currency stuff,
Yeah.
don't buy something that's purely cosmetic.
Right.
Yeah.
I've tried to keep him away from it,
Yeah.
right? If it doesn't change any aspect of the gameplay or give you more game to play, then maybe it's not worth it,
Right.
right? Unless it's some game where you're like so into this thing and that's it. So Deadpool and Wolverine became available
Yes.
as character skins to buy.
Yeah.
And he was all about it for so long. Kalina gave in and bought the skins.
And
Right?
how much are they? Like $5 each?
No.
Ooh.
They're fucking expensive.
Really?
Yeah, they range in prices, but it'll be like this was $20 or this was $35, but it was both Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh,
and
well,
I'm
that's
like,
worth it.
this is fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
35 is like a half of a new like
Brand
Xbox
new
game.
fucking game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a $70 game, you know?
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
crazy. And so he got that, and then he asked for V-Bucks for his birthday and Christmas.
Yep.
And because he really wanted to get John Wick, it became available.
Ooh.
Right? John Wick became available.
It's pretty cool.
And I was like, I get it, fine. And he's like showing it to me, and he's like, see, check it out. And here's like the dance he does, and this is what his hang glider looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and these things. And I'm like, yup. And he's like, here's this emote that it does.
Yep.
And I'm like, great, that's really worth the $27 it was to get fucking John Wick on your character, and you don't even really play the game. It drives me insane. There's something in me where I'm like, this is a fucking cancer, and it's just eating children. That's what this is. I'm so against it.
Yeah.
It's manipulation at a level. There's so much of internet and like social media and like technology, video games, entertainment, all that stuff, where we just opened the floodgates without having any idea what impact it was going to have long term. And it only got worse. It's
Yeah.
only been
Yeah.
perfected. All the evil little manipulations, right?
It's so interesting because in my head, Fortnite was a third-person shooter, similar to what you said, lots of other people. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, there's going to be skins and there's going to be whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm hearing stuff like, oh, this day, Doctor Doom is going to take over and put all
Yeah,
these things
yeah.
out. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I think I'm used to a different model of this stuff. Like, I love Dying Light, that game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be like, all right, here's a new pack. There's 4 guns, there's 2 new melee weapons, and there's 3 new skins, which I never buy because I just don't give a shit about skins.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah.
don't even see them.
Yeah.
But it'll be like $3.99 for that.
Yes.
And like a new
But that's-
chapter of the
yes.
game is like $15.
This is
like
what
a
I'm
whole
saying.
new
Like,
set of levels.
we also come from a different time of gaming.
Yeah.
Where it did get to a place where it's like, oh, you can have all of this, and it's $4.99, and you're
Yeah.
like, ugh, you know, like stuff
Yes.
like that. Like
Yeah.
I remember.
When they were like, "Oh, your game can be in color now," and I'm like, "What color are the paddles?"
Yeah. Oh, that was tough. And then there was that whole period of time where they were trying to sell different colored sticks for the hoop.
Yep.
And you're like, the colors don't change how you play.
Yeah.
No, I like.
Well, and then my brother got a red one, and he was so much better than me.
See? No, but like we played. I'm forgetting the name of the game. It's so weird. The cars, but it's soccer.
Yeah.
Rocket League.
Rocket League. Thank
Yep.
you. Finn and I played a bunch of Rocket League
Was
when
it
he was
fun?
a little younger. Yeah, it was super fun.
It looks fun.
Yeah, and they have different cars you can get, right? And the DeLorean from Back to the Future came up, and it was I think I paid like $10.
Yep.
But at the time we were playing like every day together, and I'm like, let's do this. It's fun.
Yeah.
But then like other things would come up, and I'm like, no,
Of course not.
Yeah, and I explained like this is why. Like that's my favorite thing. Let's
Yep.
do this. but once it gets to this territory, and he's like talking about the defense of it to me, he knows I don't like this. And typical cliche like parenting thing, he knows Kalina is like
Easier
softer
to
on
get.
this,
Yes, yes.
on this particular topic.
Yes.
And I'm talking to Kalina like, this is fucking evil. Don't fucking let him do this. Because my thing is like, sure, you cave and you get him the thing because he loves Deadpool and he loves Wolverine. That's his favorite superhero. Okay, fine. Oh, and he loves the John Wick movies. Okay, so all right, like okay. But it gets to a point where it's going to be like, but he's heard a song from that guy that time.
Yeah.
And it's so much money. I wanted to bring this up because
I can't believe how much money you're telling me.
it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy, right?
I thought they were like $6 each.
What's crazy
no.
is that
Wow.
like Fortnite is on mobile, but it's also on systems.
Yeah.
And it's so wildly differently priced because like, so Natalie and I were beating World War Z when we lived further apart, and we were doing it online. And a new game and a new level system came out because it's basically takes place in different places in the world, and it was Las Vegas. Probably like a 3-hour new chapter of campaigns, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, how much is it? $8.99. And I'm like, that's fun. We love this game. We got the game for free in the first place.
Yeah.
Because it was on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know what? Our money sunk into this game is $0. I'll spend $8.99 to get the new level.
Yeah.
But the idea that you can go, all right, home, let's go to Fortnite. Skin is $35. It's how do they justify being right next to another game and charging so much more?
It's all about this is the evil manipulation, right? So they hype it like crazy.
Yep.
They have big like announcements for it, trailers. I wrote this down. I'm not even kidding. They just had, when he was doing this, a big full trailer. He's like, yeah, I watched it on YouTube. And it's in the game. It's everywhere. And it is like a cinematic Marvel level trailer
Yeah.
for the new skin. Do you know what the new skin was?
What?
It was the viral guy that goes like, you see a clip of something being done complicatedly, and then he does it very simply and then puts his hands out like, see, look how easy that was. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, he was actually.
I think he's from like Ghana or something. Like,
He was hired by a company to be their marketing like guy.
Yeah.
He's like, now he's our mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like there, easy, that guy, it was his skin. And it was at a level that is like the trailer was easily, budget-wise, far more than like an actual film trailer. It was crazy. And it's for that guy.
Wow.
But here's the problem. You create in this, and this is why it's predatory and fucking evil, is if all the kids are playing and you've got that kid whose parents are so tuned out and they're just like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
just don't talk to me. Here, take this.
Yeah, Chuck's Toy
because
Store
it
friend.
occupies me. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Toy Story friend. Toy Store friend, not
Yeah.
Toy
Yeah.
Story friend.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
That's
that guy.
Woody.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like a whole thing. It's fucking evil, predatory, manipulative shit. It is literally like like, you know how conspiracy theory people will be like, it's a psyop.
Yep.
That's the only way you can describe this sales tactic. It's a psychological operation to fucking milk children.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
So
Not like actual milking of children, which is beautiful.
beautiful. And the only way you're going to look young for a long time. That's why Brad looks only what he looks. So I was going to joke around, right? And do some goofs on the Fortnite skins.
Yeah.
Because I saw that. I'm like, that's it
Yeah.
guy is a skin and you're treating it this huge. And I was about to write a joke thing on that day and make a funny thing about, oh, everybody get ready. The Sabrina Carpenter skin is coming,
Oh,
right?
that's
'Cause I
got to
picked
already
it.
exist.
And it was coming out, it came out like 2 days before that.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is insane. Because what's the Venn diagram on Sabrina Carpenter fans and Fortnite players?
Yeah.
But it's because children know who Sabrina Carpenter is.
Yeah.
That's why it's there, right? But here's what we're missing out on. Billions.
Yep.
billions of dollars are floating around.
Do you have a
world.
list of ideas?
It's not a list of ideas.
Oh, okay.
I know how to tap into this market for Funbearable.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I do like billions of dollars.
All right. All we have to do is take this next thing, we clip it, and then we put it up.
Okay.
And all of the Fortniters are going to flock to this, right? Because we have the exclusive scoop on what's next, right? If they're going to spend, $50,000 to $100,000 on a "They're That Guy" skin trailer announcement, how much money can we bring in as podcasters, gamers, money, right?
Yep.
They'll spend $20 on a backpack in a game.
Yep.
Right? These people spend money so their shirt is no longer blue, but it's dark blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's make it clippable. Lead us into this clip.
All right.
To get us that sweet cash.
All right. So this is we're gonna lead with this, right? We're gonna have the logo stuff coming up in the beginning. So this is just the audio. Fortnite is releasing some of the most anticipated new skins of the year, and Funbearable has the exclusive. And then we'll just add like a Game Rinks sound. That doo-doo-doo, that sound that you hear, and then you watch one video, and then YouTube says, "Do you want all of them?"
Yes.
Here's your feed now.
Yeah.
Your feed now is the top 20 crazy twists from Xbox 2003 to 2005.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready? Last week was big for Fortnite fans when we got the announcement that Sabrina Carpenter was going to be the latest iconic skin. And now the biggest Fortnite news from Epic Games today. A new double skin pack, which is like the Daredevil or the Deadpool
Wolverine,
Wolverine.
Yep.
The fans wanted it, and now we can finally have it. When Harry Met Sally is coming to Fortnite as a Battle Pass exclusive. Wow. It comes with skins of Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal and the exclusive emote bundle with the new "I'll have what she's having" emote.
Yep.
Get those V-Bucks ready, Fortniters, because this new skin is one everyone has been waiting for. We knew it would happen eventually, but the three of us are just so stoked to be seeing this collab come out this season. And I know our younger audience is hyped for this. That's right, it's Wallace Shawn from the hit movie My Dinner with Andre. Complete with the new Fortnite dance, Modest Humanism. And now emotes including Table for Two at Cafe d'Artiste. And TikTok is already going crazy for this one, the How Experimental Theater Confronts Cultural Ennui emote. And maybe the biggest news, because I know we've been asking about this forever on the podcast. We talked about this all the time. Longtime viewers of the show know this. We're always saying, when is she coming to Fortnite? When is she coming? Well, wonder no more, because it's happening. Join the Fortnite live event on Thursday to catch the first look. Meryl Streep is coming to Fortnite, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Now her skin is almost triple the usual V-Bucks, but you get so much with the skin pack. Meryl's nun outfit from Doubt. You get the judge's gavel from Kramer versus Kramer. You get a Bridges of Madison County jetpack. You get her new dance from Sophie's Choice, the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Yep. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Fortnite, like July's big Fortnite collab with the Criterion Collection to bring us a skin I know I've been waiting for, Francois Truffaut's The 400 Blows. And of course, join us over on the Sidebar Podcast, where we'll be breaking down the skins you want to see from Epic Games. My money is on Andrei Tarkovsky's 1979 Russian classic Stalker. But you guys know I'm a sucker for existential dread skins.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very
That's
good.
Yeah, so we clip that.
Yeah.
We put it out there. We get the gamers hooked.
Yeah.
And then we're gold.
Yeah.
I'm almost sad that I didn't bring any, but
I'm
maybe in a
sorry.
future episode we could do
I'm
some.
sorry I did a thing and you couldn't do it. I apologize.
Well, it's like a
I like
pitch
how your
doctor's.
immediate first reaction is like, oh, that was fun, but I wish I did it.
Well, it's like a pitch
What a
doctor.
shitty thing.
No, it's like pitch doctors, but
Yeah.
I'd love to do that. It's fun.
Well,
That's
we
really
can do
good.
it. We can just bring to the table ideas to hook other audiences.
The idea
you know?
of how far can it go is so good.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I looked at what was happening with Finn and like seeing that and knowing how careful we've been.
Yeah.
And knowing so many other kids are just like let loose on this shit,
Yep.
and from day one are being sold to. They're being like, when it was just terrestrial television, there
Yes.
were laws that were
about-
created,
yeah. Yep.
for children's advertising.
That's right.
But we have taken the way casinos manipulate people that are in them so they can milk them.
Yeah.
We've just let these tech companies create these models that are literally that. You are jackpotting children.
Yeah.
It's so difficult because like a long time ago, me and my buddy Bilal, I'm talking like 2008. He's like, man, I don't like microtransactions. I don't like the
Yeah.
idea of selling this digital stuff. And it's weird because to bring up Dying Light again. So the developers of Dying Light came from the game Dead Island, and they wanted to make kind of like their own, what they thought was like a superior kind of shooter. So they said, if we sell 1 million copies of this, we'll make profit.
Yeah.
And they ended up selling 6 million. And it's a very full game. You know, it probably takes like 45 hours to beat, something like that. And they said, to say thank you to the fans, we're going to release a free update that's all this extra stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And that's a version of like microtransactions, even though that one was free, of enhancing a game after it comes out. But if you can do that, then you can also put out 75% of the game for $60 and then charge another 20 for the last 25% of the game.
No, there's the shitty stuff happening in the gaming industry at large. It's tricky too because yes, Fortnite is a video game, but it feels like that's almost like a different issue, right? Because like the video game industry at large is fucked. I mean, it got bad. Like basically right around just before COVID, things were tipping, and then it just sped everything up, and now we're at this place where like studios are getting shuttered. Everybody's like overworked.
Yeah.
And the AAA games are like at a point now where like even the companies that are making them are like, this is not sustainable. Like we can't spend this much money on this game and expect to recoup. Basically, the game industry is turning into the film industry, right? Where it's like we have to spend like $1 billion on this game, and then and then put it out.
Yep.
And then, so that means we need to make $1 billion or this company's ruined, right? And then every once in a while, you get a game that comes along that, goes against that, right? I think Baldur's Gate 3 was a big one.
Probably GTA 5.
I'll also say Balatro. It's the little card game. Like I don't know if it won Game of the Year, but it definitely like it's doing great financially.
Yeah.
And then you just played Expedition 33.
33, yeah.
And they're
Claire
like
Obscure.
They're like, the budget for that was way less than you'd expect.
Right, and it was a very small group that
Yeah.
worked on it, and I believe the lead on that game has said, like, because he worked for another studio, maybe Ubisoft, I think,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
and he said he just made this game because he was like tired of waiting through the process of another game, and stuff like so. There's good stuff happening,
Right.
like,
but then you have GTA 6, which is going to cost $1 billion, but
Right.
it's going to make billions of dollars as a
Exactly.
standalone game. To say nothing of the online component that then
that's my issue
Yeah.
is that once GTA 5 brought along GTA Online.
Yep.
In my personal experience, like I don't like GTA Online. It's not fun to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, so it's the same map with repetitive goals, and now there's like a guy who plays this game 20 hours a day who wants to just like shoot me.
Yep.
While
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this thing.
Yeah.
That to me, I'm like, I'm good. Like I played online with a friend, Joe Giordano. He was the DP on Be a Man, right?
Yep.
And we would goof on there. I think we played like 3 nights, and we were just kind of like, yep, you know what I mean? Like it didn't feel it. But what happened is Rockstar saw all of the money coming in from GTA Online because they can release new packs, they can release things, GTA had its own little V-Bucks going on in it. You want this car? You can get it. You can buy it quick. And there's a lot of like pay to win kind of stuff.
Yep.
They have made so much money on GTA 5 Online. There had been plans to do DLC for GTA 5 the same way they had for GTA 4.
Lost in the Damned. Yeah.
Lost in
Right.
the Damned,
And the Ballad of Gay
the
Tony.
Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which was really good.
Yeah, I heard nothing but great things. I played them later on when they were in like standalone because
Yeah.
I didn't buy them at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were super fun, and I was excited when I bought GTA 5. I was like, I can't wait to see what this is going to be. They scrapped all of the plans to do it because they were making so much money on the online side. They were like, let's just move over there.
Yeah.
We'll come up with another car because we know that once we put that car up, we're going to make $1.2 million.
Yep.
It's hard to argue with,
Right.
but it's a bummer, and it's like Black Mirror shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's for us as discerning adults,
Right.
not children, and it does really get me. Like, I wish that there was, like the swath of people that are like, they're taking the children and they're sucking out their adrenochrome and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that person has a kid, and that kid, while that parent is saying all that stuff, has an iPad like an inch away from their face, scrolling through TikTok with their nose because they're too lazy.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking kid at Finn's science fair. It was this girl, literally, she had a pencil in her mouth using that to move the TikTok fucking screen because she didn't want to use her hands.
Wow.
It is so gross. And that kid was a sibling of one of the kids in the science fair. They were younger. This kid was like 6. And it just grosses me out so much. And then you get the stuff like this where it's like, hey, we figured out a way to fucking go right to your kid.
Yep.
And take everything.
Yeah.
Because it does become what I was saying earlier. It becomes like a peer pressure thing.
Yep.
Where you get like
You got to
the kid,
keep up with,
Yeah. Oh, that kid got that new skin. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got to get it too.
What's interesting too about it is like not only are they marketing to kids and figuring it out, but we have the knowledge of like, well, originally like DLC was worth way more and cost way less, but they don't even grow up with that.
No.
So they have no idea,
Exactly.
no concept.
They're growing up with the idea of like,
This is the norm.
you get an app. The app is free.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing free. Like Finn, I joke around with him. Like we've said, like you can download games on your iPad, not your phone, and just like we need to see what that is, right? And he'll get something, and he'll be like, "This is a really fun game. It was free." And then I'll look at him playing it, and he'll do like one brief level that's 30 seconds.
Yep.
And then watch 2 minutes of ads. And then play 30 seconds of game and watch 2 minutes of ads. And I have said to him multiple times, are you having fun with ad the game?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he's like, it was free. I'm like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
paying for that 30 seconds with 2 minutes of
Yeah.
watching the same shit.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
I know.
How do we not have laws about what this is?
I agree.
Doesn't stop with games. Duolingo, language learning app,
Yeah.
free version, used to be an ad, 15 seconds before the next lesson. And maybe if you need a new heart because you've made too many mistakes, you watch a 30-second ad. And now it's a longer ad for a product or service or app, and then an ad for Super Duolingo, so you don't have to watch the ads. But the price of Super Duolingo has gone up, and this and that, and it's the shitification of things.
Yeah.
And to the point where people are like, we're making an app that's Duolingo without that stuff. And, it's an open source thing in this project. And like the company is trimming budgets and all this. They're using AI to do that. And it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. But it's educational. So if the price for a Super Duolingo goes up from $87 a year to $95 a year, well, that's just of course, what's the big deal?
Inflation. What are you going to do?
Right.
I wish I could swear in another language.
Yes, but I'm out of hearts, and so I can't. Yeah.
Wait, I did it.
So
yeah, it really is wild. Like, and to Chuck's point about like how we've grown up through these things, we are in this grouping. I'm gonna, Brad, you're an honorary millennial.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll give you honorary millennial.
Thank you.
Because some people have said you did not actually go through puberty until that period of time.
Well, it's some people call me a millennial because I've been alive for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Since the year X.
Some people are referring to your sock choices as woollennial. But no, so
Millennial.
oh, okay. Oh, that's a whole different thing.
They're very
Yeah.
jiggy.
Nah, 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 nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah, nah. So I do think like we have an experience where we understand like no. If you pay $15 for more of this game, you get more game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's where we're from. We're also from an era where, do you guys remember when you would buy a video game and then you played it and it was good then?
Yep.
And not 6 months later
Yeah.
when everybody went, it's good now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I know.
fixed all of it.
I think to me the memeable, like, jokey,
Memorable, I think is the word you were trying to say.
worthless purchase was horse armor for, I think it was
Oh, yeah, that
Oblivion,
was a
where,
meme, yeah.
where it was just cosmetic, and everyone's like, this is so stupid, it doesn't help your horse in any way, like it doesn't even look that good, but a cataphract for your horse. And now that's like the most minor thing, but that was the crack in the dam.
Yeah, that was the thing. It bums me out that I think a lot of this is, you know, it comes from, like, we understand it with social media. I think most people understand that there are departments within, like, Facebook, Meta, or you know, Twitter at that time. You know, there were Instagram. There are people working there who are employed, and their full-time job is to figure out how to keep you there.
Yeah.
How to keep you engaged, how to keep you wanting to FOMO if you're
Yep.
not there. All that stuff is there. That's also happening in these things.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people give it a pass when it's like, actually, this is really bad too. You know, and it's like the casino element. Like I think we understand it for some video game things. Like there's been think pieces or news articles of people that have played like essentially pay to win games, like that Marvel
Strike Force.
I was waiting to bring this up.
There was a Star Wars one that I
Yep.
played for a while, and I think I ended up spending like $30 in it, and I went, "What am I doing?" and deleted the game
Yep.
because I realized what this was. It was psychologically milking me as well, because
Yes.
it's like, you got to come on and do it at this time, because if you don't, you'll miss out.
Yep.
And it's like that stuff builds up, but like that's happening within that. It's in everything. The casinofication of all this stuff of like, yeah, come play the game. It's free. Play the
Yeah.
game. It's
Yeah.
totally free. And you know what? Every once in a while, we even do like a free thing, and you can have that. And if you play for long enough, you can trade that stuff in for free. It's all good. Everything's fine. Meanwhile, here are all these legitimate, like, the full-time job people using psychology to fucking take your money.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And we're doing it to 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Not adults.
What I was going to say about Brad.
Yeah.
So he got addicted to Marvel Strike Force.
Yes.
But as I believe, I think he refused to pay for anything.
I spent $0.
Good for you.
But I spent hours of my time
Yeah.
every day for 2 years, where I'd be like, all right,
Every day for 2 years.
I get it, though. I get it. I
wake
played that
up.
Star Wars one for like a year.
Yeah, before my shower, let me do a couple raids.
It becomes a routine.
So that my timer resets earlier, and I can do it when I'm in the office, and then in the afternoon in the office. So I got paid to play the game, really, when you think about it. But it was, and it was, then there's the community aspect, where the
Yes.
Discord I'm in is like,
yeah.
hey, we're really hitting this rate, whatever they called them, hard. So like, make sure you're in and get your battles done and all
I don't
this.
want
And
to
I'm
let
like,
down this stranger.
I don't want to let down these 23 strangers.
Oh,
and
that's
I will
a
say,
lot. Whoa, 23 and me.
Yeah.
Is what you could have said.
yes, relatively drama free. We did have one guy fake getting in a car accident at some point for reasons I don't recall.
Was it so as an excuse because he missed a raid?
It
or
might have
something?
been, but it was.
I was in a car accident.
It was,
yeah.
it was something like that, but I'm like, other than
How'd
that,
they find out he faked it?
I think someone accused him, and he got really defensive and left. And it's one of those like, I got, how dare you? Goodbye.
yeah.
No, that's what you do when we ask you, are you wearing one layer of sock?
Well, today I am wearing one layer of sock.
I'm
Yes.
proud of you.
Thank you.
And you should keep
My,
that up.
my
But
feet,
you know-
my feet are freezing.
You know, I was going to say, in the summer, he only wears one sock on one foot because then he gets the socks to last longer. Because they sell it. He goes, they sell them in pairs. It's like it's like a trick.
Those fools.
So the other thing with Brad
Who needs fabric on the top of your foot?
that I love was that he was playing Angry Birds.
I was like, you can mention Marvel Strike Force. Please don't mention Angry Birds. Please
So
don't
he
mention
played
no.
Angry
It's
Birds.
Angry
Look at
Birds
this-
2. Angry
Look at
Birds
this
2.
adorable couple.
He played it. He played it every day for a year. Because at the end of the year, if you play it every day, one of your one of your birds gets a new hat.
Yeah.
Just cosmetic.
Yeah.
I never spent any money on Angry Birds 2, but I was like, at one point they had a collab with the NFL, and I got a little Chicago Bears helmet for my Angry Birds.
That's okay because that feeds into another unhealthy obsession.
Yes,
You know what I mean? That's fine.
it sure does.
Yeah.
And I know we're running low on time. I was talking with my nephew on the way here, and he taken a summer class, whatever, and I was like, I just realized the other day how much of what I learned in school like is no longer necessary, and not just cursive, but memorization.
Yeah.
Like that's a skill I was and to an extent still am good at. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there is no reason, and I said this to him, I'm like, there's no reason for me to memorize the Chicago Bears schedule that was announced last month.
None.
But I
None at
did.
all.
Yeah.
And so like I'm getting into the shower and I'm like, all right, week 1 they play the Vikings, week 2 is the Lions, week 3 is the
you practice
like
it?
right now, yeah, like so I remember it.
That is insane.
It is insane, and like the least necessary thing I've done since the winter ended and I took off my second pair of socks. It's
That's how you know. It's like the groundhog.
yes.
How many pairs is Brad wearing today?
Yes.
Oh, he's scared.
It's just one of the, I'm like
Bill
I
Murray
can,
grabbed him?
Yes, I'm like I can type in Bears schedule. And,
Yeah, it's right there.
But I'm like, well, I have to know. And it's like, do you know the dates? I'm like, no, I just know the order the games are played in. Do you know if they're home or away? Or like, do you plan to go? No.
Does this information help you in any way?
No.
Yeah.
No. But I
yeah.
was like, but I memorized it.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels good to know a 17-digit 0 or 1. Like,
It's crazy. Yeah, no, I mean,
I like my brain much of the time, but sometimes I don't know what's going on up there.
Buddy, please. I've been talking about this so much lately, and like, I have the anxiety thing.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with Kalina in the car. We had one of our very rare like nights out together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we talked about it in the car, of course, the way we usually do. Of like, we have to do this more.
Yeah, you went
right?
Yeah, of course.
you went to go see Deflator Mouse at the Opera House.
Yeah, and then everything turned to shit.
Yes.
My wife's pearls.
Oh,
they were
no.
ripped off of her neck. It was ridiculous, and then some kid was crying.
Yeah.
But no. So we went to see a thing, and I'll get into that in another episode. But we were talking about. I completely forgot where I was going with that. I'm so sorry.
Brains.
He's talking about his brain.
I like my brain much of the
anxiety
time.
issue.
Yeah.
See, it just happened again. I was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder.
Yep.
And then I feel like what happened is I went, oh, okay, I know what it is now. And then I didn't follow up. And I'm at a place now where it was like, I need to follow up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I explained something to Kalina about like how my brain works. And she's like, wait, do you do that? Like, that's only for certain things. And I'm like, no, that's for everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, how do you live that way? I'm like, yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a thing. So I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, up here in the noggin, it can be so cool.
I wish
but
I-
it can be so fucking
I wish
not
I
cool.
had 2 socks for my brain.
So it just pinches it.
Yeah.
Juices
Well,
it.
the swelling is a problem.
Yes.
The swelling is a problem.
It is.
But I guess the point with the whole story of
Yes.
the Fortnite thing.
Yep.
And maybe we can leave on like a positive, let's get out there and get them kind
Yeah.
of situation. No company is going to help in this scenario.
Yeah.
There isn't a single institution that is monetized that will help fight against this thing.
Right.
I really firmly believe it is a huge problem.
Yeah.
It is something that is unspoken, and kids are going to grow up and become adults who are like, this is how it is.
Yep.
And we've never seen things like hit a rock bottom.
Yeah.
Once it becomes normal, it's like, oh, we're going to find out what's below that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's under there.
Yeah, of course.
And it's only going to get worse. And, like you joked earlier about, capitalism being the enemy of any story.
Yeah.
But there's no institution that's going to stop this thing. Yep. And, I don't think government is going to do a thing.
Well, not with money involved.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's no political lobbying company that's going to be like, hey, let's try and get some legislation done on horrible manipulative online stuff.
Right.
Hey, that's all of it. Oh no.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sure Google's really invested in cracking down. You know what I mean? Meta really wants to get in there and make a law. They do? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But let's just try and be vigilant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's try and be vigilant on that stuff. I would say if somebody's like, what did you want to get Connor for his birthday? He's asking for V-Bucks. So get V-Bucks. He'd just be happy. Don't get the V-Bucks. Get something else.
Yeah,
for sure.
Get Robux because I'm a stockholder in Roblox.
Are you?
I am.
You're part of the problem.
I bought it at the IPO. It was down for a long time. And I looked during the episode. It's up 28%. I've made a lot of money.
Cash out now. Cash out
now and divest.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're a stockholder in Roblox or if I don't know if Epic is a public company, divest.
I wouldn't imagine. Yeah.
Divest and
yeah. Start making some ethical investments.
I'm doing it right now.
Let me just check and see what, on the, let's say the S&P 500, what ethical investments you could make. This will be easy. We'll give you some viewer listener. We'll just give you some suggestions here. Let me check.
Choose where to sell it.
Let's see
Continue.
Here. While you're figuring that out, and I guess Chuck, just look at the camera.
643.
I like video games.
Continue,
right.
But not those ones.
Just getting down through the 500.
It's what is an interesting thing that's kind of like counterintuitive to this.
410
that I was thinking about.
I sold my stock.
Congratulations.
So people are talking about the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And they're like, the new Mario game is going to be how much? $80?
$80.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Well, here's what I was thinking, and I was wondering about this. So when I would buy Ninja Turtle action figures in the mid-90s,
and yesterday.
They'd be like $4.
Yeah.
Now the equivalent is probably $15. Here's what's weird. Games have been $60 since 1996.
No.
I think they were $50
They were
for a
$50.
long time.
No Mercy for the N64 was $70. Yeah. That's 100% accurate.
Okay.
Because I know that we did that. But I think Mario 64 was $60.
Nintendo's weird because Nintendo operates in its own ecosystem and has a different monetary value for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Usually Nintendo product is more expensive. Usually.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. I think people are worried about it because it's an indicator and it's like a test balloon of will you spend this much?
Well,
and
what's
that's
interesting
the scary thing.
Is it hasn't been affected by inflation like other things.
No.
Which is really weird.
No, I think there's been there's been moments. I remember it going from 50 to 60, and that being a whole conversation.
Yeah.
Now we're talking 60 to 70, right?
Yep.
And then with this coming out, it's 80. And a big question when that was announced was, okay, how much is GTA going to be?
Oh,
Right?
really?
Oh, yeah.
It's boy, what a bizarre episode, but I love it. Tariffs. There was a thing about they did tariffs for washing machines sometime. Let's say 2018.
Oh, yeah.
And so these companies that used to be selling washing machines for $1,000, since they're foreign-owned companies, now have to sell their washing machines for $1,500. Mm-hmm. So American companies who previously were selling their machines for $1,000.
The reason we're doing the tariffs is so people buy more American because it'll be cheaper.
Right. So the American company is like, all right, well, they can either pay $1,500 for us for the competitors.
Foreign.
Yeah. Let's raise our price to $1,450.
Yeah.
And so an average American saves $50 if they buy American, which at that point they're like, well, I'll just get the foreign one because foreign, whatever. There's no difference.
There's no,
It's
$50
not,
difference is nothing.
It's not helping an American company. It's hurting an American consumer. That's it.
Yeah.
And when they remove that tariff, guess
Price-
what happens? The prices do not come back down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very, very frustrating.
Yep.
Let's, I'm
Listen,
not.
we've had some darkness
Yep.
in this episode.
Yep.
We've had some existential moments. We've
Yep.
had some real fighting for the consumer because that's who we believe in. Funbearable.
Yeah, spend
viewers
your
and
money on
listeners.
extra pairs of socks.
And also, foot issues.
Right. Also, we are in development. We are going to be releasing DLC for the podcast. It's a thing. We have skins, and we've been told that they need to have clothes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're getting that redone.
I'm excited for African American Brad.
That one, honestly, I'm kind of pumped about that one. Yeah. That one's it's cool. It's cool.
It is
It's
cool.
cool. It's got a real Carlton vibe going on.
Somewhere between Urkel and Carlton.
Right. What if Carlton needed to tone it down? You know what I mean? But no, I really wanted to bring up that conversation because I know we all like video games here
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
table, and we come from different backgrounds of these things, and for me as a parent, also being like,
Right.
There's my consuming of video games, and now I have to be like the caretaker giver of this other person consuming.
Yeah,
video
yeah,
games.
yeah.
And it's a really interesting place. And I checked the S&P 500. I had nothing. I got
No-
nothing.
no
There's
ethical-
no ethical investments.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah. I don't know if there's an answer to all of this.
Yeah.
I hope we're all more to raise awareness. Chuck,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just
Well-
like my pamphlets.
Yes, Chuck's
Yeah.
calf pamphlets. If you have thoughts about these topics, whether it's proper foot care or ruthlessly marketing and manipulating children, send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com. I promise you we'll treat your messages with the seriousness they deserve.
Yes.
Based on the topic.
For sure.
But yeah, always happy to hear from you, or find us on socials at FunbearablePod. Also seems like a good time to say, give us a like, give us a rating, subscribe to us on podcast networks or YouTube or whatever. We just
Talk about us in chat.
Yeah.
When you're playing video games.
Yeah.
Talk about us in chat. Oh, sorry. You can be like, what? Oh, no, sorry. I was just listening to a podcast I like a lot. It's called Funbearable. Anyway, N-word.
I was gonna say, just squeeze it in
I'll screw
between
your mom.
slurs.
Yes.
Yeah,
because then
yeah.
no one will notice. You know what I mean?
Right. I fucked your mom last night. That's why Funbearable.
We were listening to
Yeah.
Funbearable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were listening to Funbearable while fucking.
it'll be great. But for Ray Harrington and Chuck Staten, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
Question.
Yes.
What emotes do you think we would be if we were, say, skinned for Fortnite?
Is there an emote to sit and look sad?
I was gonna say pout for Brad.
Yeah.
Pout.
Pout.
Yeah.
Pout's good.
Yeah.
Pout is good. Could it be a judgy pout?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Judgmental pout.
that's the only kind I know.
Yeah.
Ray's emote would be him telling everybody why the DLC is bad.
Yes.
Hey, come on. You
shouldn't
I'm
have-
just looking out for kids.
You shouldn't
man.
have bought me.
Yeah.
All right, what's mine?
Oh,
Mine's
boy.
just I'm doing that.
Like-
oh,
like Dennis
I think
Nedry?
yours is just your temperature check dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
you tell me a better way to figure out the temperature.
And then you have another emo.
You
and
look
it's-
at a thermometer.
Yeah. Your other emo is just you like lifting the leg of your short a little more to show off your calf. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be funny.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd do both in a row.
Ooh. No, now it's a dance. 2 emotes equals a dance.
Now it's a viral dance.
Yeah.
Well, not that way though.
Yes.
But it's gonna kill us all.
Yeah.